Boomers, born during the baby boom that followed the end of World War II. A generation that, by the sheer force of numbers, was able to remodel society as it passed through it. They call it the pig in the python effect. Boomers had a massive impact on everything, from the baby food that was invented to feed them, to the suburbs that were built to house them, to the schools that sprung up to educate them, to the hospitals that are now bracing to nurse them into old age. Boomers were born out of the newfound optimism and economic prosperity that came to most victorious countries at the end of World War II. Couples who couldn't afford families during the Great Depression in the 30s start making up for lost time, getting married, buying houses, and having babies. Lots and lots of babies. Those babies are born into a new world order where crooners belt, factories build, and consumers buy. Now, boomer parents, especially returning war veterans, were very concerned about containment. Contain your emotions. Contain the horrors that the world is still reeling from. So you live in little boxes. You work in little boxes. You eat from little boxes in front of a little box. But then baby boomers grow up and they start to see outside the boxes thanks to innovations in technology like television. And so that's when all the great stories of that time start to unfold. There's the Cold War, the space race, the civil rights movement, Vietnam, the birth of rock and roll. All of these things spiral together in this fusion of culture and politics. Here is this massive young generation connected through technology and causing incredible explosions of creativity and consequence. Consequences that still reverberate even for those of us who are not boomers. Look at the Occupy movement. We tend to think of this as something very much in the here and now. But if you look at the literature of 1968, you find almost the same words. Occupy then, occupy now. We shall overcome then, we shall overcome now. The system was broken then, the system is broken now. And the information you were getting from your television, you're now getting from your smartphone. History is a circle going round and round, and we become our parents whether we like it or not.